Hey everybody, Joe here. I want to welcome you guys back to my author's channel on YouTube. Just finishing up some writing on a new chapter for Rivendoah. In my last video, it was the conclusion of the Building a Better Monster series of 3 videos that I created. I was working on a very large project out at the clearing, building sort of community seating. Today I just want to do a small project out at the clearing. I also want to show you guys a little bit of my garden out here in Rivendoah. Richard and I had made a lot of progress this year on our garden. I want to share that with you guys. And then in conclusion, today I want to talk about some of my goals that I put forth in the 10th video. Want to talk a little bit about that. I've had some time to think about it, made some changes, and sort of reprioritized the things that I want to accomplish towards the end of the year. If I could get you guys to give me a like, that would be great. It helps raise my awareness on YouTube and helps my numbers. If you could do that as usual, it would be greatly appreciated. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish up some work I'm doing here on the chapter, and I'll meet you guys out in the garden. Here we are out in the backyard, our garden out here at Rivendoah. Wanted to kind of give you guys a quick look at the garden out here so you can kind of see the progress we've made in the last year. When we moved into our backyard, it was mostly a big lawn of grass from the trees all the way out to the woods. We didn't do much that first summer since we had a lot of inside projects to complete. So last year we put in a fence which we designed for the dogs, and this sort of helped us define the space in the backyard for planting. We put in a few flower beds and a path out to the from the steps out into the yard and then to the fence. And a few flower beds and really not much else that first year. This summer we really got serious about adding some new planting beds. We improved the mulch path and placed a host of new shrubs and perennials out in the yard, creating a bunch of new beds. We filled in with shrubs, and in front of the shrubs we put a lot of flowers and perennials that will, be coming up every year. As some of you might know from a previous video, I also built a series of stone stacked walls that also acted as planting beds out front. So why don't you guys sit back and enjoy watching some clips I put together showing the plants and flowers and new borders and gardens we created this year at the house. For today's project out at the clearing, I'm going to be gathering moss and placing it around the quarter rounds and the seating out at the clearing. The weather out here has been wet the last couple of days. We've had lots of rain from the storms coming through, the tropical storms coming up the East Coast. So we've had a lot of moisture and rain in the air, which makes it a perfect time for gathering the moss and replanting it. Once I get everything in place, I'll also go ahead and run some water over it. I'll probably bring a watering bucket down here and give it a good dose of water before I'm done. I'm going ahead and scooping up some of the moss, and then I'll be placing it around the clearing. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the moss replanting out here at the clearing. And I'm gonna head back up to the house, do a little more writing, and then I'll talk to you guys about my goals over the next couple of months and towards the end of the year. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed taking a walk through our gardens here at Rivendoah, and enjoyed a walk down through the woods and my latest project with the moss down at the clearing. I wanted to finish up today's video with a discussion of my goals for the rest of this year. In my 10th video, I discussed working, what the goals that I was going to be working towards. And I did this during Camp NaNo, so I think I got maybe a little overexcited and maybe overpromised, what I believed that I could accomplish by the end of the year. I had talked about trying to do a short story a month, and also beginning some serious work on my autobiographical work, River's Dark. I realized sort of over the course of the last month or so that what I really need to focus on is the completion of my first novel, Wings of Shadow, in my Rivendoah trilogy. That has to be my primary focus, and that's where I'm going to put all my energy. I have been sort of working on the short story pieces. I've got some great ideas I've been thinking about and writing down, and I added a chapter or so to River's Dark. But then I realized, the year is, we're almost in September, and for me to accomplish the writing of Wings of Shadow by December, I was going to have to put all my focus on that. So I have gone ahead and decided to put the other things to the side, and probably maybe minimize the amount of time I'm spending on these videos. Probably a little bit less time, maybe some smaller videos, and make sure that the videos focus on helping me complete my writing and sort of opening a window to you guys on what I'm writing. Maybe that'll spur me on or give me some juice to really get this complete. I really want to have it ready by Christmas, and then be ready to send it out to a publisher or publishers, whoever will take a look at it by January. But in order to do that, in order to really have that complete, I have to put everything else to the side and put all my energy into Rivendoah. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update and let you know kind of where my focus is. And, I didn't want to leave you hanging on some of the other things I was working on. But really what I need to do is put my energy, focus all my energy on that. And then, and I'll share with you, where I am as I go over the next several months. And hopefully you'll be right there with me when I complete the first novel. Well, I think that brings me to an end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching my discussion about where my focus is and my goals for Rivendoah, and take a little peek at the garden and at that project out in the woods, out at the clearing. But what I always like to say here towards the end, of course, is if you guys could, of course, give me a like, and if you haven't, please subscribe and ring that bell so that you'll get notifications for all my new videos coming out. If you could do that, of course, it would be greatly appreciated. And with that, I'll go ahead and wrap up, and I will see you guys in the next video.